In the previous video, we saw how we can create different types of stairs in ARCHICAD using also railings. So we talked about how to create railings, stairs, and also ramps, and how we can use different types of techniques and objects from the toolbar on the left. So we're gonna continue here with other tools, and we're gonna talk about terrains, how you can create a terrain in your project so that you can adjust a little bit the exterior part of your project. So I'm gonna get rid of some of these stairs here and ramps which I don't need. We saw how we can of course create them inside the building. So these were just examples, and you can see there inside the building we created a stair and the railing on the first floor right there. So we're gonna talk more about the exterior part, the side of your project. And let's start with the easiest way as usual. We're gonna do really simple examples here. So you can see if you go in the mesh object, this is a mesh object, which means that it contains polygons and you can model these in a polygonal way. So you can work on the faces and on the nodes or vertices, or you can call them as you like. So I'm gonna use this one here because it looks better. This is more for generic if you need like something less specific. So this all goes in the masking folder right here. Of course, as anything else, you can create then your customized terrain with the customized material. You can see here the structure. It has a structure and it's basically soil, but you can also change here if you want different representation of the structure. So I'm just gonna click and drag. This is so easy. If you need to do something real quick and simple, you can just click and drag, and this is also gonna let you display your project a little bit better, because when we have a ground floor, well, sorry, more than a ground floor, like a ground terrain, you can start to see shadows. It's gonna look better in terms of you know, general visualization. Then we're gonna see how we can create more complex solutions. But before we do that, let's work a little bit again with the Morph tool. Now, the Morph tool can be useful in many situations. We said that this is the modeling tool, basically. So we can model anything with this and then decide if we can use it also as a subtracting formula. So we can add and subtract volumes with this. So let's go for this one here, which is Morph prefab. And just going to create like a front plaza here, a frontal space. Well, actually, I'm gonna go for the rectangular or the box because I want to do something really simple. And if I want to be a little bit more precise, I can use the plan view. Now you can see also how the surface here is going to be displayed on the ground floor. So you probably don't want to see this except for some cases. So what you need to do is choose the layer combination that you're working on and just hide it if you don't want to see it in this case. So I'm just going to hide in my customized visualization here. Okay, and let's create just this frontal space here for my project. So this is the ramp. So I'm going to go from the ramp right there. Probably I will adjust it later. Okay, let's do something like this. I don't want to like spend too much time with this. Now we know that we can give an extrusion, and let's say that this is going to be 1 meter. That's fine. Now if I go in the 3D, I can see that first of all the ramp is gone all the way down, so it's not visible. So I need to create here to dig terrain, to dig ground soil to show that ramp. And if I want also an underground level, so let's say like a parking space or something like that. So I need to adjust all the heights here and work with the Morph tool to arrange all of this stuff. So first of all, if we select the terrain, we can see that it also has an offset. So you can just bring it a little bit up, or I can bring it a little bit down depending on my needs. And then I'm gonna adjust here also this other element right here. I want to place it just, you know, in the same height of the pavement here of the ground floor. Okay, so you can see that now it's going like inside my terrain. And if I want to make this a little bit higher, you can always change it. If you click, you can move it around. And if you click on the black nodes, usually you have some extra options here. So if you use this one, you can like extrude it on the bottom. So you can have like more, a bigger space if you want to look what's underneath. And if you want to dig, you need more terrain. And of course, again, you have like different types of visualization. In this case, we need this one here with the, well, this one is better because you can see the brown soil underneath the green grass. Also, I want to move this here. So I can extrude it, and I want to extrude it right here back approximately in this position. Okay, but you can see that they are like overlapping right here. So what I want to do is to subtract the terrain with this. So I want to select the terrain, go into Design Solid Elements Operations, and this is going to be already the target, and then select my slab here and do Add as Operator, and I'm going to do a subtraction, simple subtraction in this case. So I'm going to execute. Okay, now the drawing will be more clean because those two things are not overlapping. And essentially, this is what you need to do if you want to excavate, if you want to create holes in the ground or underground your project. Now, before we move forward, I want to show you also that you have objects that are specific for exteriors. So if you go here in the libraries, first of all, for example, you can search for vehicles. So you can add some vehicle to make things a little bit more interesting in the exterior. So you can see here, you can pick the one that you like the most. Let's place it, for example, somewhere around here. Okay, and then I want to place, for example, some lamp. Also, the lamp is just a particular specific type of object that is going to emit light, and so it's basically like any other furnishing, but it's going to also emit light. And you have also street lamps, as you can see, so not only interior lamps. So in this case, we're going to go for some nice exterior lamp like this street lamp right here. Okay, I'm just going to place it like pretty randomly, and then perhaps we can adjust it. I can follow the grid there on that. So I'm just to be real quick, I'm going to move forward like that. And always remember that you can arrange them a second time with the alignment tools. So I'm going to go here to the Edit, Align, and do a vertical center. And then let's also distribute them along the X in this case, so they will look a little bit more even. And also what I like to add in general, interior and exterior, are people. So you can see you have also here 3D people, which are a little bit heavier, or you can use simple silhouettes. And in many projects, you will see simple silhouettes because they are lighter and they will not make things heavy. And